Hello everyone, welcome to Bullet Journaling with Eva. Today we will talk about bullet journal system ideas for work-life balance. I will show you 3 different methods that you can use in your bullet journal to separate your work life from your personal life. So let's go straight into it. We will start with materials. I am using this Tsuki bullet journal by Notebook Therapy, then all other supplies, such as aquarelle colored pencils by Faber-Castell, a ruler, a compass, and a Huhu acrylic marker in bronze, Unipin point liners with 0.2 point liner being attached to my compass, an eraser, and of course I will need brushes for my aquarelle colored pencils. But let's set that aside and talk about how you can find balance between work and personal life. Together we will create 2 spreads. The first one is going to be the circular, where you can find balance between your work, personal life, and some self-care routines. Then we will talk about goals, and at the end we will talk about the Eisenhower Matrix and how you can incorporate this into your bullet journal and find out what your priorities are. We will start with the Eisenhower Matrix. As you can see, I have it on my second spread, and I will start with 0.8 point liner and I will separate the sections. And what is the Eisenhower method about? Have you ever felt like your to-do list is endless and you don't know what to tackle first? This is where the Eisenhower Matrix comes in. The method, inspired by the former American President Eisenhower, helps you prioritize tasks based on urgency and importance so you can focus on what really matters. It's simple 4-quadrant system. Something that is urgent and important should be done immediately. Something that is important but not urgent should be scheduled for later. Something that is urgent but not important should be delegated if possible. And something that is neither urgent nor important should be eliminated or saved for when you have some free time. To use this in your bullet journal, dedicate a page or a section in your weekly spread. As you can see in mine, I have it at the bottom part of my weekly spread. Write down your tasks, categorize them, and plan your week accordingly. This method is perfect for teachers, students, entrepreneurs, and anyone juggling multiple responsibilities. It keeps you focused and stress-free. Try adding the Eisenhower Matrix to your journal and take control of your time. Now, let's talk about each section. Do it. Do it tasks are both urgent and important, so they need your immediate attention. These are things like deadlines, last-minute preparations, or emergencies. If you don't handle them right away, they could lead to serious consequences. Schedule it. Tasks matter, but they do not have to be done immediately. Think of long-term goals, studying, exercise, or personal projects. Delegated tasks need to be done quickly, but don't require your personal attention. This could be responding to emails, minor admin work, or errands. And then we have the last part, delete it. Not everything deserves your time. These tasks are distractions like excessive social media scrolling or unnecessary meetings. If something doesn't add a value to your life, cross it off your list in bullet journal. I will just quickly prepare my weekly spread as you can see me doing now. I separated this into 6 equal sections, so each workday has its own section, and then I will also have one section for my weekend. Now you can see me preparing my time blockers on the side of each daily log. My spread is now completely done. I will just erase all of my pencil marks and then I will talk you through how you can apply this to your bullet journal. I chose 4 different scenarios that I will talk about. If you are a student, if you are a mother, if you are a project manager, or if you are a teacher. Because I am a teacher, I will show you this one first. Something that I should do is teach every single workday. This is my do it task. If you are a mother, for example, you may need to feed your kid, pick up your kids from school, etc. If you are a student, it could be studying for tomorrow's exam or submitting an assignment that is due today. If you are a project manager, it might be resolving a major client issue, finalizing a presentation for today's meeting, or approving a critical budget request. Find and block time in your bullet journal or calendar to complete these tasks. Here you can see my bullet journal from 2 years ago. As you can see, I had a full spread for this, but I didn't have enough space to write down other tasks. So, I don't think this setup worked for me. But I think these small bars on the side of my daily logs could work better for me, because I can see that time is blocked and what it is blocked for, since I have everything color coded. Also, I need to work on mock exams that our students have this week. I already prepared the papers and now I need to print them out and get everything ready. This is something that I need to do at work, so I cannot do it at home. I will assign this task straight to Monday after work, as you can see me doing now in blue. These are tasks that require dedicated time. As you can see, I color-coded everything. Now let's talk about the part related to scheduling. This is something that you want to do, but it's not due today. It's important, but not urgent. If you're a student, this could be preparing for next week's test, working on a long-term project, or revising class notes. For me, this is learning C1 in English, which we will talk about even more. I will add a specific time dedicated to this action every day or every other day. Also, I will need to mark EAs until the end of March 31st. If you are a mother, scheduled tasks could be planning next week's meals or making doctor's appointments. If you are a project manager, it could be planning next quarter's goals, mentoring a junior team member, or developing a new strategy for efficiency, etc. Then we have the delegated section, something that is urgent but not important. For me, this might be organizing projects, as I have already structured everything and now it's something my students should handle, so I will delegate it to them. If you are a student, maybe you should ask a friend for class notes. If you are a mother, perhaps you can ask partner or child to fold laundry. If you are a project manager, you might assign a team member to handle routine reports, etc. The last section is delete, which covers things you want to remove from your daily routine. For me, this is playing games on Board Games Arena, because when I start playing, I just keep going, one game after another. If you're a student, this could be watching TikTok. If you are a mother, it might be attending unimportant parent-teacher meetings. If you are a project manager, it could be getting caught up in unnecessary email chains. These are things that you can include in your bullet journal, depending on your role. I also already have a pre-prepared plan for my YouTube, including filming and editing videos. As you can see here, I have all of my titles and every single video needs to go through the same steps. Additionally, for each one, I always post some related content, which I have planned out in this section. Here you can see my followers, so if you haven't subscribed yet or aren't following me on Instagram, just click there. I would be really happy to have you as a part of my small bullet journal family. Okay, so for now, that's everything I wanted to cover about Eisenhower method. Now let's move on to the first spread. The reason I set it up this way is that it was easier for me to separate the pages like this. I wanted to incorporate all of these methods into one weekly spread, which is why I needed to create separate spaces for each. Now you can see me working on the circle, where I will categorize high priority work tasks, personal tasks and creative projects, self-care and downtime. After I finish drawing all of these circles, I will write down everything that I have already planned out within the Eisenhower Matrix. High priority tasks for me are work, then preparing and marking mock exams, and marking EAs. These are my work tasks that need to be completed. Some of them are urgent, while others are not, but all of them are important. Next, we have the section for personal tasks and creative projects. For me, this starts with brainstorming new videos ideas. I always want to create content that is important to me and also relevant to my audience, something you would enjoy watching. I will also work on improving my C1 English level. Then, we have self-care and routine. For example, reading before sleep and working out are priorities for me. You can see here that I have included reading before sleep. And if I write in English, it will also contribute to my C1 English learning goal. This, in turn, will help me with marking EAs and writing teachers' comments for them. If you can find activities that overlap across different areas of your life and integrate them into your daily routine, you will be even more efficient. That's something I want to focus on. Now, let's talk about setting a monthly personal goal and making sure you don't forget about it. We are all good at setting goals, but not all of us are able to follow through or even remember to check on them. So let's choose just one goal. For me, this is working on my C1 English this month, because it takes 21 days to build one habit, and once you do it for 21 days straight, it will become second nature. Now I will start by writing down my monthly personal goal. Yes, you can simply write monthly goal, but if you add that word personal, it makes it feel more meaningful, something that truly matters to you and that you are motivated to work on. And I will talk about the SMART method. S stands for something that is specific. M stands for something that is measurable. A stands for something that is achievable. R stands for something that is relevant. And T stands for time-bound, something that you need to complete by a specific due date. Now I will write everything down. I am focusing on improving my C1 English. My specific is I will improve by at least 5% in English C1. This is also easily measurable because I will take the same test at the beginning of March and again at the end of March. How I will achieve this? I will study every second day for 1 hour and read a book in English every day for 30 minutes. This could become a habit, right? Why is this relevant? It will help me in my professional growth, as well as make a communication easier with my audience. And the last part is time-bounded. I will achieve a 5% improvement by the end of March 2025. So my goal is specific, measurable, relevant, and achievable. I have clear steps on how to reach it, and it's time-bound. Now I will quickly decorate this spread. I'm not going to talk about decoration, but if you want to know how to draw them, you can check my March monthly setup. Now let's talk about goals. I wrote down that I will study every other day for 1 hour. So I will start on Saturday, the 1st, and schedule the task for every other day. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then Sunday. I will just write it down as a task. I also need to read in English every day for 30 minutes. If you look at my habit tracker here, I already have that incorporated, so it's already a habit. If you missed that video, I will link it here so you can check it out. Then I will also show you how this weekly spread looks when it's completely filled in. But first, let's review everything we have covered so far. On our second spread, we have the Eisenhower Matrix, which helps categorize tasks we need to do or eliminate from our daily routine. Then we have a circle separating personal life from work life, allowing us to focus on what's important. Finally, we need to choose just one goal for the month. It's incredible what you can accomplish in a month if you focus on a single goal. Also, if you remember, I set a monthly personal goal in February to improve by 5%, and by the end of the month I have improved by 29% comparing my test results from the beginning and the end of February. Now, let me show you how everything looks today. Today is March 4th when I am editing this video. And as you can see, I already have all of my tasks listed, color-coded and categorized. And the only in the Do It and Schedule It sections are the ones that have a color code legend. Once I complete a task in those sections, I check it off as done. And I also leave some space for additional tasks if needed. For example, today is Tuesday, so I'm editing a video and adding this portion to it. Looking at other days, for example Thursday, it's fully packed with tasks I must do, including work, mock paper, preparation, and marking EAs. And the same goes for Wednesday. Since those days are packed, I won't add any more tasks to them. However, on Sunday, I have just one task. So there's space to add more tasks if necessary. These are 3 methods you can use in your bullet journal to better balance work and personal time. Let me know in the comments what your goal for this month is or what you would like to achieve. Also, if you need help figuring out SMART goals or how to break them down, leave me a comment. I will be happy to help. And yeah, don't forget to like this video, subscribe if you found it helpful, and I will see you next week. Bye!